Before we start, you guys, I just got a really funny text, actually really sad text. So my girlfriend, she sent me a photo of her Louboutin suede boots, and this is what's on them. Kids slime. This is what happens when you're a mom. She has slime on her Louboutin boots. Sorry, girl, can't help you. But I can help you. We're gonna cook and do a Q&A, so let's get into it. I've told you guys before that I love to cook. You guys have been asking me a lot of questions, and I thought, why not do a Q&A while I cook? And so I'm gonna make a tasty recipe. We are going to do a chicken Alfredo pasta. The question is, should I eat my creation on camera after? Yes! Okay, we gonna try it then. Some people say not to wash your chicken. They used to say wash your chicken. Now they say don't wash your chicken. I cannot not wash my chicken. Ew. There's always something about dealing with raw meat that really trips me out. I do want to do more cooking because all we're seeing out here is chicken fried hot Cheeto chicken wings. And it's like I'm out here giving you culinary excellence. I'm Mediterranean. I know how to cook, and I know how to cook really beautiful Mediterranean, Middle Eastern dishes. For today, we are gonna do this one pot basic B pasta. It's gonna be good though. We're gonna add a little finesse, a little style hard finesse. All right, let's jump into the questions. So what's my name? My name is Maytal Algranti, and my married name is Maytal Algranti Schechter. Yeah. The second question is, what's your sign and moon sign? I don't know what a moon sign is, but my sign is Virgo. What is my background? Well, I was born in Turkey.
It'd be funny if we were making turkey.
I'm actually Spanish. Algranti is a Spanish name. So I am Spanish, also known as Sephardic, which I can talk about more in another video. I don't want to give you guys a history lesson, but yes, I am Spanish Sephardic, born in Turkey, and my name is Hebrew. I do feel a little bit like a hybrid. I do cover a lot of ground in the Middle East and Mediterranean, and that's where you get me. What is my background work-wise? To take it real back, I danced my whole childhood, and then when I was in university, I started backup dancing for local Toronto talent. I would also dance at certain venues. If you're from Toronto and you remember, there was a spot called The Government, and I would dance there on hip hop night. I would dance at Fluid, the Docks. Yes, I was a dancer, but not the kind of dancer that stands in a G-string and just like sways. I had to really dance. I had to wear costumes, put my back into it, and like I would... She's listening. And really hustle hard when I was dancing. And that was my first job. After that, I went to Ryerson University to focus on coordination and styling, so fashion styling, from a styling perspective, not a design perspective, and it just kind of evolved from there. And now I kind of just do my own content, and that's where I'm happiest, having complete control over what I do.
What did you say?
You want to be in my video?
Yeah.
Should I tell everyone to subscribe to you?
Yeah. Hey guys, it's me, Violet Pearl. You don't know what to do. Click that button down below.
Good girl. And honestly, you guys, don't be shy with the olive oil. If you want flavor, this doesn't make you fat. The pasta, on the other hand, definitely does make you fat, but the fat doesn't make you fat. Okay. And then we got the best product ever. Fresh garlic, frozen at its peak freshness. This is a really, really, really good product. Top it, crushed garlic. You're welcome. You want to just brown the chicken a little, and then once it's a little brown, then you add the chicken stock and heavy cream. Next question, were you always in fashion? Kinda, actually. Besides dancing, yeah, I was. I mean, even when I was in high school, I was working at a clothing store in Hamilton, because I grew up in Hamilton, Ontario. From there, I went to university, I started dancing, and I kind of made that a job. Other than that, everything that I did was fashion. What did I do before YouTubing? For this, I used to own a boutique for a few years. It was a luxury high-end consignment boutique, and I loved it. However, after I had my son, it was really, really hard to have that sense of family life. I would come home at 6, my son would go to bed at 7, and I felt like I had no real time with my son. I also had like a very bad, shady experience with the whole luxury consignment thing. A lot of people try and pull fast ones on you, and at the end of the day, it's on you, and it was just too much pressure for me. So I decided I just wanted to get out of that business altogether and kind of focus on my own content creation, and that's how we're here. What videos do I watch on YouTube? Actually, what I really watch on YouTube a lot is a lot of cooking channels. Sometimes mukbangers, but not mukbangers that don't talk and deep throat huge pieces of ham, but mukbangers that will like cook and show you the process and then eat it on camera and tell you about themselves, and you kind of really get to know who they are. And I actually love those channels, and that's why I kind of want to introduce that a little more into my channel, because I truly do love to cook and eat. Before I answer the next question, I do want to start adding some liquid to this before the chicken fully cooks, because if you cook it fully and then start adding everything, it'll dry out. You want it to just be tender enough, not dry and kind of stringy. So I'm going to add my next ingredient, 14 ounces of chicken broth. Yeah, no, I don't have 14 ounces. So I'm just gonna top it up with a little bit of water. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. All right, and it says 1 cup of heavy cream. Give her a little shake, you know what I mean?
Hashtag not sponsored by Nelson.
But wouldn't that be nice, Nelson? Your girl up. 1 cup. 1 cup of heavy cream.
That's a lot of cream, eh?
Eh?
Eh? Canadian, eh?
When they say heavy cream, that is no joke. That is heavy. It's coated in here. I eyeball. When I cook, I don't measure everything exactly. With baking, you have to be very exact. 1/4 teaspoon of this, 1/2 teaspoon of that. With cooking, you kind of just, if you have that finesse, you just, you know what I mean? Salt bay it, and you're good. If you know what you're doing, you're good. If you're confident, you're good. Watch me completely screw up this recipe. It says penne, but I'm kind of feeling a different kind of pasta, so let's choose this together. We do have penne. I kind of love rigatoni. I feel like rigatoni would be really good for this. Oh, what about like a long noodle, like a spaghetti or a shell even? The world is your oyster. You're feeling rigatoni?
Yeah.
All right. You know what I want to do before I do anything? Is I want to add salt. They never tell you to add salt, and then you make the recipe and it's bland AF, and you just got to take it into your own hands sometimes. Give her a little. And don't be scared. This looks like a lot. It's not. Okay, we're good. Oh, baby. Okay, so we want to know how much put in. A little Jersey bops, by the way. I feel like that's a good amount. We're gonna bring this to a boil. Who are my favorite YouTubers? I love this question so much.
Marina Lynn. The link will be in the description box below.
Marina Lynn, definitely. I do love her. In terms of fashion, I don't have a favorite, I have many. There's a vegan channel. He talks about like vegan meals for school, how to do easy meals on the go. I actually really love that channel. I can't think of it from the top of my head, but I will find it and make sure to link it. Oh, another YouTuber that I love is also a cooking channel, and it is My Italian Grandmother. I don't know what her name is, but every title is like, Italian grandmother makes meatballs, Italian grandmother makes lasagna. I love her. She reminds me of my grandmother. I love this mukbanger. Her name is Veronica Wang. I know I just said I don't love when people deep throat huge pieces of spam, which she does. I don't like that, but I do love how she cooks and takes us through how she makes things and what she makes, and she's very like real about it. I like that about her a lot. And then I love like the fun makeup channels like Jeffree Star and James Charles. Let me give this a stir. Starting to bubble. So we're gonna give it a stir. How do you remain such a bad bitch at all times? Fake it till you make it? Because I don't feel that way. But that's a really funny question and I appreciate you. Favorite shows, Game of Thrones and Big Brother. You learn the game after 3 episodes, you're hooked, it's amazing. You're welcome. Will you have more kids? No, done. Do you eat a lot of meat? No, actually, as I get older, I really have tried to be a lot more conscious of it. Just the industry, it does kind of creep me out a lot. And I do try and cut it out and not have a lot all the time. Where are your fave spots to vacation and visit? I love to go to Tel Aviv. I feel like that's my home. Maybe you can tell me where to go. We're thinking about Portugal. We don't know. So give me some tips down below where we should visit next. Oh, this is gonna be good. Favorite food, pasta for sure. Favorite fast food, McDonald's, I'm sorry. I love Big Macs, McNuggets, filet of fish, McDonald's breakfast, McDonald's coffee. I love McDonald's. My favorite color, black. I never have enough black. How would you describe yourself? It's kind of a tough one. Loving and caring and a solid friend. Who is your celebrity crush? Easy, Michael B. Jordan. All day, every day, all the way. How do you deal with haters? On YouTube, I don't care. I know it's just part of the gig. Everyone deals with it. Real life haters is like kind of more of a thing, but YouTube haters, it's fine. Lots of friends or one best friend? I have a circle of friends that is large, but I have a close circle of friends that is small. Quality for sure over quantity. What do you look for in a close friend? Good question. Non-competitive, non-judgmental. Because when you have a friend and you feel like they might be sometimes judging you, it's not a good feeling. No jealousy, uplifting, you know, like sharing, because sharing is caring. I think that concludes this Q&A. And now it's almost time to eat. Oh, yeah.
I'm so hungry.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
This is good.
This is really good. I'm gonna go for seconds. Is there seconds?
Yeah, bro. Now that I saw how easy it is to do one pot pasta, I feel like I could make my own one pot concoctions.
One pot style hard.
What do you think, Barb?
That's not my favorite pasta.
It's not. Called out on camera. Yeah, she just left, so I'm eating her leftovers. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. I really enjoyed doing it with you guys. I love to cook and I love to bring you into this side of my life. So if you like this and you're not subscribed already, please do so. Thanks, Outlaw. And as always, I'll be back in a few days with another fabulous video. Can't wait to see you. Outlaw! God.